Hey, I was gonna sit there. Okay. Let everybody catch up to us again. So far, nobody's on yet. Give it a minute. It took about a minute for everybody to get on last time. Oh, it's so bright over here.
Mm-hmm.
Got a light, but what are you doing, Bill?
There's 4 people on.
Okay, there we go. I guess people come back. All right, so if you messaged before, please message again because we didn't have good signal apparently, and it wouldn't let us live stream. But, all right, Levi Lockhart. Hey, how's it going? Racer 7954, we see you too. So if you had questions that were posted in the last live stream, I had to end it because it wouldn't let me connect to the Wi-Fi in order to use it again. I lost it. Nope, it's still showing people.
3 people and 3 likes.
Yeah, I think
4 likes.
Are you really
yeah, I think we're really back
this time.
I think we are.
We're gonna stay put.
Yeah, we're gonna stay up by the house so that we don't lose signal. I'm guessing everybody can hear us since they're commenting again, so that's good. I don't remember what we were talking about last time though.
The tractor.
Oh yeah, the tractor. Yeah, just finding parts for it's going to be a little bit difficult, but I think the barn will be a total loss, like Dan said. Lingred 006. If I mispronounced it, sorry. Prayers. Hopefully you get treated better by your insurance company than I did. Took 10 months to repair a building for our family business. Ooh, that's rough, especially for a business.
Yes.
That's hard to be out of, or having a hard time having your business open for that long. Well, thank you for the prayers. I hope they're quick about it. But like I said, we've never had to deal with property damage. We've only had to make vehicle claims, and it's usually something simple as, hit a deer or hail damage, something simple like that. It was never very difficult. And even then, with USA then, and it was as simple as just take your vehicle to a dealership or a repair place locally, and they'd give you an estimate, and you'd be on your way pretty quick. If State Farm permits you to salvage the tenon trusses, you'll have enough material for a big equipment shed down the road. So from what I understand, talking to the adjuster, we talked with him a little bit because I told him I had a tractor under there that I needed to get out to see if it was damaged. And, they said to go ahead and just take pictures and make sure you get it out because they'd need to see it anyhow to see if it's damaged when they came. And what they said is if it's a total loss that we can do it a couple different ways. We can actually clean it up ourselves, or we can kind of aid, but they don't allow. So once it's salvaged, they don't really care if we take stuff off of it
To use for other stuff.
Yeah, they really don't care. But I cannot use it to build that barn again, which is fine. I do like your idea, Dan. I would like to replace the garage that's over here. I can actually show you that and not lose signal. I would like to replace the garage and turn that into more of a machine shed, because a lot of times I take something apart. My disc mower is actually apart at the neighbor's. He was using it and his piece came off of it and it made some damage inside. And it'd be nice to have somewhere where I could put that inside to deal with it as time comes, because right now my priority is getting that mess cleaned up so that we can get building again, opposed to worrying about cutting hay, because we won't cut hay again until next year.
And the kids are going to get a pretty cool treehouse.
Yeah, I mean that is one thing we are planning on doing with a lot of that material. Make a playhouse or make a treehouse for the kids out here. Racer 7954. We intend to have it back up by winter.
If all goes well.
Yeah, it's not the end of the world if we don't have it up by winter, but we lose a lot of lambs to silly stuff. And by silly stuff, I mean
lamb gets stuck 2 feet away from the opening of the gate where they could go into a new paddock.
Yeah. So like they're out there with mom and going through the gate, like Chrissy said, they'll just keep ramming into the fence. And then the other things is freezing rain for whatever reason really brings down their. Oh.
They won't go.
Yeah, so you probably can't see it, but there's deer running across Ken's hayfield out there. Anyway, that's what really hurts us is the lambs dying from things that are completely prevented. Chrissy and I can't be home all day to watch them and make sure that they're following mom around. Freezing rain is hard on them because it seems like it gets in or under their fur easier than anything else. And then obviously it freezes and it brings down their body temperature.
They don't have a lot of body fat either. So.
No. But yeah, so we do a covered hay shed. That'd be nice too. Yeah, we use a hay tarp, as you can probably see over here.
Probably do something else with that.
But I like your ideas, Dan.
Serviceable hat.
Kevin McCall, it's very glad to see you're in good spirits. That would have been devastating to see. Hope the insurance company comes through for you. Good luck. Looking forward to new progress. Yeah. Oh, and actually, you guys are going to see more videos of the build. We're going to go ahead and continue and post the rest of them, just so you guys can see where, how we did stuff and where it went. And actually, in the new videos, I say that we're going to record it, but if I just don't have. Not that you guys aren't worth the time. We love showing you stuff, but sometimes just due to jobs and stuff, I don't get to record it because of two things. One, it takes time and it slows down progress when we're building to move the camera around and everything, get all those different shots. And then the other thing is that editing videos, it takes a long time. I spend on one video, I usually spend somewhere around 3 hours editing it. It's just a time-consuming process is all. But yeah, hopefully we'll get videos up for you though. So, Alden,
Lynch?
no, Lionel. If I'm mispronouncing, I'm sorry. Your hat that is actually serviceable.
He lost his other hat.
I don't think I lost it.
It went missing.
I don't think I lost so much as somebody sabotaged me and threw it away.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I feel like it went missing.
It did. It went missing.
And not by me misplacing it, by somebody throwing it away.
No. Would I do that?
Yes, you would. I know you would. You've talked about it. But yeah, I do have. Me and Gage actually have the same hat. Well, Gage did have the same hat.
He went to go take a shower.
I said, hey, yeah, he had a fun day. He went and played with the neighbor boys.
He passed a swim set to use the water slide today.
Yeah. So he had to swim across the pool and back.
Yeah.
He went with them.
The width of it, not the length of it.
But Gary Berg, glad you're back. Yeah, we are too. I don't know why. I mean, we had signal, but for whatever reason, it just wouldn't let us live stream out there. So I don't know if it's just all the metal from the building or what. Donnie Rosling, again, if I mispronounced it, I'm sorry. What's up, Freedom Farms? Hey, from Florida. Florida, wow. I have family that lives down there. My uncle
Tarpon
and
Springs.
they live in Tampa, but my uncle and then his daughters and they still live down there too. They didn't move away from Florida, and she lives in Tarpon Springs. So I'm gonna have some friends from the Army that actually live down there too.
You're back.
What?
Dan Sheldon, can you do a time-lapse video and then add the voiceover later? Not much editing. Oh, it's actually not a bad
I
idea.
haven't tried that. It's a good idea.
I could do that. And you're right, that would require much less editing. That's a good idea. Dan, I'll try that at least first one and see how well it goes. I gotta figure out how to do a voiceover. I'm sure I can figure it out. Nothing a YouTube video probably can't teach me. But yeah, it is a very good idea. Give it to one of his private information. No. Actually, fun fact, my time as a drill sergeant has come to an end. I actually had it from drill sergeant duty May 31st of this year. So I have moved on to a new job, but I do enjoy, I really enjoyed my time as drill sergeant. The hours were awful and they sucked.
Especially that first year.
In the Army. I felt that it was a very rewarding position. Anthony Klein, nice hat. Thank you. So, this is actually not, this is not the correct logo for the Allis Chalmers tractors that we have. This is actually more of the early, I might be wrong. Anthony probably knows the answer, or a few other people that are on the Allis Chalmers forum that watch these videos. But this was, I want to say early 1950s logo and before. All of our tractors have the AC logo, so it's actually an A and then a C. And you saw it on either hat. But anyways, I couldn't find another one that was made in the United States and had the right logo, so I'm still looking. Simon Knight, hi guys from England. Wow, Simon? What time is it over in England? You guys should be around 8 hours ahead of us, maybe more. I can't remember. It's been a while since I've been overseas. But hello, I'm glad you're enjoying the channel too. If you can build fences, barns, and buildings, you can figure out how to do voiceovers. I'm sure I can figure it out. I have no doubt about that. I gotta look and see how to do it. 1:27 a.m. Wow, Simon.
Party animal.
Yeah, you are a party animal. And so it's 1:27 a.m. Monday morning there. So I assume you must not have to get up early for work. Or at least I hope you don't. Varig's channel. Great. Got the stream back up. Yep. From Alberta, Canada. Oh, very cool. Alberta, Canada. Where is Alberta more in the center? Is it towards the east or west of Canada? I want to say it's somewhere in the middle, isn't it? I might be wrong. Western of center. Okay, that's kind of where I was thinking. Simon Knight, just been out to look at livestock. Oh, well, that's one way to spend your night. I usually don't go outside unless George is barking or we hear coyotes howling. Then I'll come out and check on them. But even then, I don't wake up unless the windows are open and I hear it. It is true.
Well, in the middle of the night, I guess. Yeah. Or if we have them lambing and we know there's one.
Oh, no. Yeah, we will come check on them more.
On that sometimes.
Oh, fun idea. There is one. Well, you guys didn't see. You're going to see the other barn build videos to see where it was before it got destroyed. But there's actually one more thing we were going to put in it before it was really done, other than putting the metal on the sides. We were going to put, those security cameras you can buy for your house. We want to put those in the barn. So if you guys have ones that you say, hey, these are the best and they work really well, please put them in the comments down below so that we can see them and look at them, because we are looking into that and we want to make sure it's so our Wi-Fi, it reaches our barn, just not very well. So we'll probably do some sort of repeater so that it can reach, but preferably ones that work off of Wi-Fi so we can check them. Like if we're in the house, we can use the internet no matter where we're at. We'd be able to look at it. It would be very convenient.
Dakota Ag
Simon Knight. Oh no, I said Simon's. Hope your livestock's doing well, by the way, Simon. Very Saskatchewan, I might have said that wrong, is the center, although Manitoba would argue the point. I understand that. We Plato, Missouri, which is not far from our farm, is supposedly the center of the United States, as far as the continental United States is concerned. Probably doesn't include Alaska, but. Hello. Oh, here we go. Anthony came in. Yeah, so 1919 to 1949 was this logo for Allis Chalmers. So I need the one that goes. So when did they go to the AC lettered ones? Anthony, do you happen to know that? I feel like you probably do. Alan Moore, hello from South Georgia. Georgia, wow. We don't have any friends in Georgia.
Not anymore. Used to. Not now.
Oh no. Well, kinda. One of the drill sergeants I worked with, he's from Georgia. Macon.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he doesn't live there, but he's going back there shortly. His next duty assignment's down there. Dan Shadden, Dakota Ag cameras. The Dakota Ag cameras, though, those are the ones that are more for equipment based. Like, you know, you put them on an auger wagon or on the end of an auger so you can see where it goes. And it's not necessarily because the ones that we need have to have night vision. So it has to have the infrared on it. That way we can see the sheep because we won't leave the lights on overnight.
I'm telling you, I think those baby monitors that have the,
I don't think they'll reach far.
I don't know.
And you won't be able to reach it. You won't be able to see it through the internet.
That's true. I don't know. They might have some now. I haven't
I'll have to
looked
look
at
at
them in a
Dakota
long
Ag, though.
time. Last time we used one was like 7
Have you
years ago.
seen Sheepy Me channel? Racer 7954. I have not. I'm gonna have it up. I've seen Sandy Brock's channel. Obviously Farmer, we watch his stuff. Welker Farm, watch their stuff. Fast Ag Montana. Field Rose. Field Rose is actually in, I think they're in Central Florida. Or maybe it's North Central Florida. Watch them. And Gage kind of likes Cole the Corn Star. Don't you?
He likes to repeat. Can you say it for
You
him?
want to say it for him?
He'll walk around the house saying it.
Anthony Klein, 1965. So that's the Allis Chalmers emblem I'm looking for. I'll find one. It'll take time, but I'll find one. Donnie Rosling, thanks for the shout out. You are building a global following, guys, and it won't be long before millions are following. Keep it up. Donnie, I would like to say millions would follow, but I've learned that, I'm sure you guys have probably noticed it too. On the internet, you know what's most popular things to watch? People like to watch things that are usually either, I'm trying to think of an easy way or a nice way to put it, mean-spirited, or
I don't think that's true.
oh, that gets the most followers, the
Well,
most
it
views.
yeah, it probably has the most followers, but
But things that are mean-spirited or things that are more trendy. Nobody really cares about first-generation farms. Very few people really like farming. And a lot of the people that watch the farming videos, a lot of them watch them. So like Millennial Farmer is a pretty good showing of this. When he gets to use the brand new John Deere tractors and stuff, a lot of people like to see brand new stuff. Most people don't like to see tractors from the 80s. I guess they don't want to live in the past. But it's just kind of our take from it. But I hope that we are influencing people's lives for the better. I do hope that. But other than that, though, Donnie, what channel are you from? For the shout out, are you part of Field Rose or? Because I'm not sure. Or yeah, I'm not sure what other channel you'd be part of. I know some of How Farms Works. Ryan, I know some of his family watches our channel. Oh, no channel. Oh, the comment channel or the comment shout out. I get you. I try to read all of them, and I know that super chats are available where you pay money to get somebody to read your comments. But I really like to read all of your guys' comments and interact with all of you because, like I said before, when we had all that damage, you guys, like right off the bat, came saying, "Hey, we're praying for you. We hope everything's going well." People were reaching out, Anthony, and a few other people that wanted to come help us build. And that's pretty amazing. And other people reached out and wanted to donate money again. And while we do appreciate that, I don't want to take it. So I do appreciate it, though. I just don't want to take it. And then as far as the super chats go, if you guys figure out how to do it, great. If you want to do it, great. But I'm not going to encourage it. It's just going to read everybody's comments. So let me catch back up here. Ag cams. Oops, I'm not far enough up. Okay, there we go. So ag cams can be put on anything with a metal surface. Okay. And you can get them in IR too. Oh, okay.
didn't know that.
Very good. I'll have to check that out. Do you know if you can watch them through the internet, or does it have to be just through a monitor that's wired to it? Dan Shadowin, they have night vision and work in low vis and high dust and fog. Okay. Again, Dan, do you or Varig happen to know if you can watch them through the internet? So like if I wasn't home, I'd be able to log on to see it. Racer 7954. Yes, Sandy. Yeah. Oh, sheepishly me. Is that's private? Maybe I might have misread your comment now that I think about it. Maybe it did say sheepishly me. Yeah, I do watch Sandy's channel. Their farm is so much further off, or well, not further off, I guess. It is further off, but they're so much farther ahead than us. They already had grain farming going, I believe, before they started the sheep. So they are, I mean, light years in Chrissy and my lifetime of, or what we have left on this earth potentially, of running this farm. I don't think we will reach Sandy's. Yeah, they're way ahead of us. I'd love to, but I think that might be a Cole or a Gage and Cheyenne thing if they keep it going.
To that point, we'd have to buy more land somewhere else.
And that's true too. And
we'd have to relocate.
Yeah, we're kind of landlocked right now.
Go between farms and.
Yeah, and I don't want to do between farms. It's hard. It's rough on equipment too, driving back and forth. One of our neighbors, Kevin, he drives back and forth, and I know he hates how much time it wastes, but I know it's also, he loves it. He loves his farm, so I can see why he does it. But Gary Berg, Cole got hit bad too. Yes, you're right, he did. And I actually drove through. I was in Wisconsin when this happened, actually. And,
yeah, I was going to work and found it on the ground.
Yeah, so I actually drove through Iowa and Wisconsin and a little bit of Minnesota on the way back from Wisconsin, and saw, I mean, there's cornfields just flattened. There's grain bins that look like somebody just, like a soda can, just squeezed them. It was incredible damage they got. I'm thankful that we didn't get near the storms that they did, but I'm also, I pray that they recover in time for harvest, because that's hard for them. I know Cole and them, they're going to have a hard time storing their grain, and so are other farmers, because the grain elevators got hit pretty bad. Simon Knight, how big is your farm and stock? We have 77 acres, and we actually pasture only about 50 acres of it, and we use 25 acres for a hayfield. We currently have just under 100 head of sheep. They're right there. I don't know if you can see, probably not because of the sun. It is a really pretty view, though. Probably not for this phone. Donnie Rosling, no channel. Yep, I already saw that. Simon Knight, I've got 19 vintage tractors and love them. Awesome. That's cool. You know, a lot of people are going to the older tractors because John Deere actually has a lawsuit, I guess, filed against them, because they're arguing that they don't think the farmers that we should be able to repair the equipment ourselves, partially because it's a software thing, because a lot of the new tractors do drive themselves. That's accurate. I'm not going to get into that. I think that once you buy something, it's yours, and they owe you support as far as being able to parts and stuff, but I don't think it should have to necessarily be fixed through them. But I get it away for them to make more money. You should buy a John Deere A. Wyatt Chandler. I'll put it this way: for a John Deere tractor to be here on our farm, it would have to be, well, I take that back. Yeah, Jason.
Or he's fixing it for the neighbor.
Oh, that's true too. But Jason, he has John Deere tractors, so if he came over here with his tractor to help with something, that would, that'd be the reason a John Deere tractor be here. But I actually don't care for John Deere tractors that much, because while I love all the other people across the world that are watching us, I love that you guys are watching us. I feel that a tractor company that specifically makes shirts and apparel that says Moline, Illinois, should probably make their tractors in Moline, Illinois, and the parts for them. Donnie Rosling, just a YouTube watcher. Cool. Dan Shadowin, and I love your farming videos. You do a good job with what you have, and what you don't have, you make up for hard work and stick it to. Try. It is difficult, but I really want this to work. So when I retire from me, I don't want to have to go work for anybody else. I'm hoping that our farm will make up the income that I will lose when I retire, and that way I can actually stay home with my family and have more time for them. Sort of. I know farming requires a lot of time too, but
it's something you can do together.
Yeah, it is something we can do together, and I can schedule a lot of things. Like, hey, I schedule when I want to cut it, but I work around the weather, obviously.
Yeah.
But like brush hogging, I can do whenever I can do that in the rain if I wanted. Doesn't really matter. Racer 7954, different. You're probably referring to the Sandy Brock conversation, I assume. Your channel, you have to find a separate broadcaster to mount in the tractor if you want to feed out to a recording device. Okay. So I don't want it I want it in the tractor. I just need it in the barn so we can watch the sheep, especially during the wintertime when they're lambing and stuff. But assuming I could probably put that recording device in the barn, is what you're saying. Otherwise, for the most part, you can make the internet. Oh, you can make them internet accessible. Okay. As a farm boy that mistakenly left for the city many moons ago, I can tell you I relive my early years watching you and others, and yes, I really enjoy seeing the Allis series of tractors used. Anthony, I actually grew up working on grain farms, loved it, and I wanted my own farm desperately, but I knew that I wasn't going to be able to do it in Illinois because it just costs too much for land, and then obviously buying the equipment and stuff. So moving around the nation, we really loved Wyoming. I've never lived there. Really loved Wyoming, and wanted to, you dorks, chasing a bird. Now they got George and everybody all riled up. Anyways, I knew I wasn't gonna be able to do that. And when we moved around in the nation, and then we came to Fort Leonard Wood area, we just fell in love with this area, and it was cheap to buy land, and it was cheap for taxes, and we fell in love with it. And we love our neighbors. It was a great thing for us. But I'm glad you're enjoying the channel. I am glad it brings back memories. I actually watched the grain farms because it brings back good memories for me. Freedom, no. Racer 7954, but they have good ideas about raising sheep. I'm an old farm kid. They do have a lot of good ideas, and we get some of our ideas from them. Some of the ideas we get from them. Some of them we get from Tony, who is the gentleman we bought our original flock of sheep from, and he has a plethora of advice. But that's actually a lot of the reasons that people watch YouTube, I think, is just to get ideas. Mm-hmm. Verg's channel. I know that Nick Welker is more than happy to answer questions about them in email before, but I never got a response back, and I'm not sure if maybe my emails got lost or didn't necessarily deliver. Not a big deal though. Maybe I'll try to reach out to him again. I'm in my mid-70s. Gary Berg is in his mid-70s and enjoy watching your family becoming a farming family. Keep on keeping on. Thanks, Gary. That is awesome. I'm not making fun, Gary, but I'm very impressed that you're able to use YouTube and even comment and everything. I know a lot of people, like my mom struggles with technology. Her mom struggles with technology. Her dad does all right, but I don't know if he knows how to comment on YouTube. But that's very impressive. I'm glad you're still learning about that stuff. But thank you for the encouragement too. Simon Knight, John Deere sometimes think they're above everyone, I know from experience. I mean, don't get me wrong. They have some wonderful products, and their machinery does last a long time. But I can't see spending that kind of money, and I won't get into that. But yeah, I think that they're gonna try to win this and Apple and some other technology companies are backing them because they don't want people to essentially get the same privilege. So like if you buy an iPad, they don't want you to have rights to their software. They just want you to have a right to that iPad. So we'll see what comes of it. It won't phase this farm. Well, it kind of will, because from John Deere doing that, it's raised prices of older tractors because a lot of farmers are trying to buy them again. Verg's channel, it will be easier if it's not mobile. Oh, okay. I'm pretty sure you're referring to the cameras. You can have a remote monitor. I just can't tell you if you can access them with your phone. Like I said, I'll research into them because I have seen a lot of good things from those ag cams. It shouldn't be, I say shouldn't, it shouldn't be foggy or anything or dusty in our barn, because in the wintertime it'll be closed off to the outside for the most part. But I will look into that. What branch of military are you in? I am in the Army. Is there another branch? I'm just kidding. Look, there's going to be Air Force jokes. There's going to be Navy jokes. There's going to be Marine jokes. The Coast Guard, we don't even bother with them. There's no point in making jokes about them. But no, it takes all of us to keep this country safe. We all play a pivotal role, and without all of us working together, it would be incredibly it'd be much more difficult for the other branches because we'd have to pick up whatever they would originally do. Sorry about Nick Marsh. Oh, by the way, that other question was from Justin Jonovan. But Nick Marsh, sorry about the barn damage. That really, I assume you mean sucks. I think autocorrect got you, but and thank you for your service. Nick, thank you for the condolences, and it could have been worse, so we're not gonna complain about it. It could have been a lot worse. But, and then thank you for being an American worth fighting for. Gary Berg, LOL, the Army had me using computers in the 70s. Really? That's pretty cool. Thank you for your service too, Gary. I appreciate it. My dad was in the Army and then National Guard, Justin Jonovan. Okay. The kid's great-grandpa. My grandpa was actually the biggest influence and reason I joined the Army. He was in the Army. He retired after 20 years. And then my dad was in the Army for 3 or 4 years and got out.
Dad's side.
Yeah, and then my dad's dad, so that was my mom's dad that retired from the Army. My dad's dad was in the Army. He was a medic in World War II. So we had a lot. And then my cousin is actually in the Army, or in the National Guard. So we have a lot of military in our family. We actually have pictures up around I don't know why I'm pointing. You can't see it through the house, but in the house up above the kitchen, Chrissy's decorated with our pictures. Justin, by the way, thank you, Dad, for his service for me, please. When Gary Berg learned computers, they still had punch cards.
Oh,
Dan Shadowin. Easy. I don't know. They might know each other. Don't laugh. It's how I learned to. Got to learn somewhere. Fortran for the win. Varig's channel. What's Fortran? Gary Berg, you bet we did. If you guys want, we could feel risky and walk over there to show more damage if you guys wanted to see it. I don't know how many people are on here that didn't get to see the damage earlier.
That's the punch card language.
Oh, okay. Well, boy, everybody knew that answer except for me. Now I feel silly.
Now we're going to look it up.
Fortran is an ancient computer language. So is it in ones and zeros like it is now, or no? I'm just curious. I feel like I have a booger hanging and I can't get it. I don't.
So you hand the camera off.
I don't want to dig it out.
That. Jeez.
Oh my goodness, there's a bunch of. Oh, hold on. I gotta scroll up. A bunch of questions just came in all at once. Maybe I scrolled up too far. Punch card language, Fortran language. Oh, Pfister Farms, is the barn okay? The barn is not okay.
Nope.
I mean, it's.
I mean, if you want to crawl under it,
it'd be a
or
good,
through the trusses.
It'd be a good chicken barn, I guess, because lots of purchase for
Yeah,
them.
there's plenty of purchase.
Protects them from the weather. But no, the barn is not okay, Pfister Farms. But it's okay. We'll build again. Oh, by the way, Pfister Farms is another channel we watch. How's it going today? It's actually going pretty well. We had a very relaxing day. Not much I can do because we're waiting for the insurance adjuster to come out.
We can't start taking anything off yet.
No, I did dig out the tractor that was under there, and it's doing well.
So we're gonna
Other
go
than a couple
rotate some
weeks.
sheep tonight. And
Yeah, I guess we could actually do that. When we get towards the end of the video, I'll walk you guys out there and we'll start rotating sheep. But if
we
we
might
lose,
lose you.
yeah, if we do lose, then that will be the end of the live stream for the night. So we'll go rotate sheep here in about 10 minutes.
We like to do it in the evening because it's cooler out.
Yeah, we don't like to make them run. Anthony Klein, you whippersnapper. I know I'm young. We're actually, so of all the people we hang out with, we're the youngest. And it's actually been that way at every
Forever.
duty station I've ever been to. We've never been the older people. We've always been the youngest.
But it's instilled a lot of wisdom that we may not have otherwise had.
Jason and Alicia are back. Hi. Yeah, I like the older generation though. most of you may not know this. My grandparents played a huge role in raising me, and I kind of fell in love with the not old. I guess the way they did things. I'll put it that way. My father was in the Justin Donovan. My father was in the Army for 4 years, then 20ish years in the Guards. Hope your rebuild goes smoothly. Thanks, Justin. That's pretty cool. Yeah, the rebuild will go fine. Like I said, it just depends on how much of a crunch we're on for making it or getting it done before winter. As far as whether or not we'll record them and do Dan's idea and put it all on time lapse and just talk over it. I do like that idea. It takes a lot less effort.
That's a good idea.
Simon Knight, have you took anything down yet? And yes, we'd love to look, please. Okay. Let me turn Wi-Fi off
Make sure you
real
check all
quick.
the questions.
Oh, actually, that's a good point. Let me check the other questions, Simon, and we'll walk through that way on the way to rotate the sheep. That's a good idea. My wife has good ideas.
Lots of times.
Sometimes.
Sometimes I have to get a neighbor guy
No.
to reiterate my good idea because then it's a really good idea.
Aiden Lynn, I'll use the snot rocket, also known as the farmer's blow. I would, but it actually wasn't going to have. It's going to need.
Clean up afterwards.
Yeah. It's not though.
Nope.
I love your plan after retirement. Oh, sorry, Kevin McVall. You spend a lot of time, and we'll hope you get what you want. Kevin, actually, that's a big reason they've sacrificed a lot, and I want to give back to them. Chrissy has held down the fort every time I've been gone. So, I mean, Bella helped. Betsy helped.
There.
But yeah, so I do hope our plan works out, and I think it will. I'm still 6 years from retirement, so I have a little bit of time to grow our farm before we have to worry too much about that. And if not, until we get it going, I can pick up another job.
But hopefully you won't have to.
Yeah, hopefully not.
Because I'm getting finishing my degree out too. So
Kevin, that actually brings me to I meant to say this point earlier. So that's one of the big reasons that I don't want to take. If you guys buy shirts or something, cool. We really appreciate that. There we go. There. Anyways, I really do appreciate when you guys buy shirts, but as far as just donating straight money, I want to feel like at the end of the day you got something for your money and you didn't just give money away. And we want to build this farm on our own, or at least attempt to. So yeah, thanks, Kevin. Kevin Howell, you can get all the used parts for your 7045 at Anderson Tractor Parts in Bluffton, Ohio. AC man myself. You know,
I just heard we get to have a vacation.
No, I've bought stuff from them already. I bought the door. I accidentally messed up the door on my tractor a little while ago. You don't get to comment on this. I messed up the door on the tractor a little while ago, and
Wait, what?
And
this is news
we
to
ordered
me.
it from Ohio, and they sent it, and it arrived in a timely manner and everything. It was wonderful. I like working with them. There's another one in Illinois too, but they didn't have a
again?
tire.
Okay, I'm just making sure it didn't happen again.
It only happened once.
He likes to leave the door open when he's driving.
Well, the AC currently. The air conditioning, not the Allis Chalmers. The Allis Chalmers works fine. Dan Shadowin, I'll recommend farming, fixing, and fabricating for another family farm video with some good entertainment and great information. I have watched them before. He's a dairy farmer, or at least I think he is. He's a dairy farmer up in New York, right? Dan? Justin Jonovan, and actually surprised you didn't hack the last name up. Oh, you know, the Army has given me a lot of practice about pronouncing names. Not always great at it, but I've had lots of practice. Pfister Farms by Case 1175 has a good tractor. That's the wrong color. It needs to be orange. Persian orange specifically, because there's another orange that's the wrong orange too. Kubota's not the right orange for us
So
either.
not neon orange or...
Oh, actually, Kyle, I'm sure you're listening to this. Yeah, orange, you got the wrong colored tractor. You got a Kubota. That's the wrong one. Kyle's one of our neighbors, by the way. Dan Shadowin, yes, he is. Okay, yeah, that's who I thought he was. Simon Knight, yep, he is, and sometimes funny as hell. He is very funny. I like him. I also like Brian's farming videos. Those are pretty good too. I love seeing his dad. I know in our intro video to the farm, we actually said that you guys were going to get to meet my grandpa and my grandma. And my grandpa actually died about 2 months after we started the channel. So very humorous.
He was quite a guy.
There's another one. What's the other one?
We almost had to call the fire department at our wedding.
We had hay bales as seats and smoking.
And the aisle with hay.
Yeah, the aisle was hay too, and he's smoking in the aisle and stuff. Hey, you two. Trying to talk to people. Brian's dad is hilarious, yeah. He does repeat himself constantly, but you know what, my grandma still repeats herself a lot. But not making fun of Brian's or anybody else that's older. Even if they're repeating themselves, let them keep talking and just let them tell you the story again, because it brings a lot of joy to them. My grandma has told them, stop. My grandma has told stories about Germany with her and Grandpa, and Japan and Alaska, and all kinds of places that they've been. He traveled all over the world. Most of my duty stations have been in the United States. My grandpa actually was stationed overseas in Germany and Japan, and then Alaska I don't think he was stationed up there. I think he just helped build the Canadian highway. No, he wasn't stationed in Alaska, because Grandma and them stayed. They stayed in. Oh no, they were stationed in Alaska, because that's where the twins died.
Yeah.
Just kidding. See, that's why it's important that they repeat their stories. Otherwise, you'll forget them.
Or you might get details wrong.
That's true too. Dan Shadowin, do you watch Larson Farms or Fast Ag? I do watch Fast Ag. I watch Larson Farms sometimes. I like their farm. I just honestly haven't had a lot of time to. I like to watch. If I find a new channel, I like to watch from the very first video to build up to where they're at. Otherwise, you miss things. And then also, there's a lot of stuff that might help me with something on my farm too. Simon Knight, it's called old age. I'm 60 and do it now. But Simon, see how important it is? I messed up the stories that I was told multiple times. So I'm younger. I'm 32.
You're 32.
I'm 32. Fister Farms, Dan, do you watch Fister Farms? My channel, I do farming videos also. Yeah, Fister Farms is farming videos also. He's 14 years old, I think. He's younger. He does very good. He tries to explain a lot of things. I could probably learn something from that, because a lot of times I explain videos and I just kind of assume that you know what I'm doing.
Or where you're supposed to put something.
I explain it clearly.
Right here, there, now is not. That's
Pointed.
someone looking at you, so it does no good.
You should have been opening your eyes and looking. Can you not see through these things?
You can't.
Dan, okay, yeah. I do. Dan, that is a pretty good channel. Another inspiring channel is Peterson. Oh, I do like Peterson Farm Brothers. I've watched their music parodies. What was the one? Oh, it's the cow. The song we played for the kids.
Oh, I can't remember the name.
I can't remember the name of the song, but it was hilarious. I'll have to look it up again. Tom Pemberton's dad, the Ginger Warrior. I haven't seen that one, Varig. Is it a farm channel? I feel better now. I can breathe better too. Oh, it's just fun. We don't farm for the money, it's because we love it. Ain't that the truth, Simon? I'm gonna be honest.
We will milk you.
Oh, we will milk you is a good one, but no, it was before the we will milk you one. Dan, I'm referring to you. But Simon, yeah, you're right. We do not farm for the money. It's definitely because of the love. I'll put it this way: if we were farming for the money, this farm wouldn't be eating. We're not in the profit stage yet. We'll get there. But part of it's because we don't have enough sheep to make a profit. Part of it's because we lose a lot of lambs during the winter because of the weather. And then the other part of it is that
we're building on top of what we.
Yeah, I mean, we bought a lot of land. We already had the 10 acres. So we bought 67 acres more land, and obviously land costs money. It wasn't Woo Woo Milk Cows. It was the one right before that one. It was channel. Tom Pemberton Farm Life. He's over in the UK. I'll have to check his
it
out. Tom Pemberton. Is Tom
I'm farming and I
Pemberton
grow it.
Farm
That's
Life?
it, sorry.
Yeah, that's it. I'm farming and I grow it. That was the one that we thought was hilarious. Oh, I've seen the other ones too. They were good too, but I'm farming and I grow it was awesome. Milk no. Going to buy Fister Farms. You're going to buy a tractor soon. Cool. I hope it's an Allis Chalmers. We got out of cows in '76. Thank God. Livestock is hard, but in the United States, we actually have an advantage because we're raising sheep. 70% of the sheep that are eaten in the United States, or the lamb and mutton, is actually imported. So for us,
But it's not as high a demand as beef.
yeah, it is not as high a demand as beef. But like, for instance, when COVID hit and they stopped importing things, lamb prices went up quite a bit.
You can't get
And
it.
they've actually stayed up high through the, even today, they're still high compared to where they would normally be in an average year.
I've not seen it in the stores here since.
Yeah. Oh, and that's something else we've started doing. So most of we only have 7 lambs, I guess, because we miscounted. We had 7 ram lambs that didn't sell from our farm this year. And we ended up taking 5 of them to the butcher, and they were harvested, and we should get the meat back soon. But we'll sell that meat directly from our farm, because there's a lot of people that they want meat. I'm sorry, I'm shaking you guys around. They want meat,
But they don't want the process of it.
yeah, they don't want to deal with the butcher, and they don't want to meet the animal. There's a lot of people like that. But most of the people that actually come to our farm are, a lot of them are from posts. Some of them are Muslims. Most of them are Muslims. And they actually want them processed a certain way. And if it's not, then it's not kosher. Not kosher. There's another word for it. Halal. It's not
Like kosher.
yeah, it's not the same. It's doesn't meet their religious standards for the meat being processed and stuff. So that's where most of our income comes from, is people just coming directly to us. Simon Knight, we got grain, sheep, and cattle. We like to spread losses. It's a good idea. You know, that way it looks much better on your taxes, I guess.
There you go.
But yeah, we have decided at some point we're gonna add, so where our garden's at, we're gonna end up adding, actually we'll walk over and show you that. We're gonna end up adding hogs. We're gonna fence that off and put hogs in there in the wintertime, and they will help. Yeah, that's going to end up for us to eat next year. But the other thing is it's also going to help our garden perform well. They'll turn for the soil.
We have raised
fertilizer.
beds we'll do throughout the winter
Yeah.
with like a greenhouse.
Our garden did turn
canopy
out.
on top.
Yeah, our garden did turn out very well. Everything grew. There's some weeds in there now, but we did clean them out, and we just got lazy and we're not cleaning them out again because everything's pretty much at its point where it's done. It's just the fruits on the vines at this point, and it's just growing from that. Pasture Road, I haven't heard Pasture Road. I'll have to check that one out, Dan.
Well, we better
Sorry.
get out there before it's dark and they can't
That's
see.
true. We're gonna take you guys out to the barn, so I'm gonna turn the Wi-Fi off right now and see. All right, so let's get back to these comments while I'm walking over there. I think I'm going to Fister Farms is planning to join the Air Force when he's 18. Good idea.
Know all your options.
Yeah, know your options. I would go to the Army, but I might be a little biased.
It don't hurt to check them all.
No, I actually joined the Army when I was 17, and I don't regret it because at 20 years I'll be 37. So that's kind of nice because I'll be young when I retire. But even 38, you'll still be young, Fister. So that's good. It's good to have a plan too, and that opens up a lot of doors for you. Dan, I think I told you we always butchered sheep for weddings and funerals where I grew up. Lamb barbecue was extremely popular. Really? Lamb is not very well. Lamb and sheep in general, mutton is not very popular where we're at.
But I think kind of popular.
Yeah, I mean
With
it's
the
more. It's tastes very well, but we're gonna walk around the long way because I feel like if I go through the barn, I'll probably lose signal. Yeah,
How are you gonna get over there, Tanner?
through the. Oh,
Yeah,
Correction.
other barns in front of that fence.
correction. I'm going through the barn. The quicker I get out of the barn, less likely I am to lose signal. All right, that's fair. Where am I at here? Oh yeah, so the barbecue, yeah, lamb's not very popular here. This was the damage, by the way. The tractor was under it. We actually tore this section here.
No, it was laying on top of it.
I used the big tractor and basically tore it apart because the adjuster said that he needed to be able to see the tractor too, and for the for the quote on Tuesday, or the inspection on Tuesday when they come out to see it. Do politics play a role? CRP, do politics play a role in meat prices? I'm sure they do. I don't doubt that. What actually plays a bigger role in meat prices is the fact that, for me, because I said most of our customers come to our farm and buy the sheep or the lambs directly from us, and they'll take them to the butcher or they'll harvest them themselves. But our neighbors that raise mostly cattle, they definitely have a bigger problem with the packaging plants than we do. And, you know, COVID was a prime example of that happening when sorry, move you guys around. When COVID hit and meat prices skyrocketed in the stores, they went, you know, the prices of cattle at the sale barn went down. So nobody wanted to sell. Obviously, I wouldn't sell either at that point unless I was in a bind. We're pretty fortunate because even we're going to grow to 350 head of sheep. And when we hit 350 head, we will still not be at our max capacity for our farm. So if
We'll be at our drought.
yeah, we'll be at our drought max capacity because we want to be drought proof. Because like this year, we went 2 months with no rain, and it was so bad that we were about to put the sheep in the hayfield, and the hayfield's not completely fenced in. It's like that's the risk we were willing to take so that they would have food. But it, fortunately, so I guess we should be more specific in our prayers when we said we needed.
We didn't want monsoons and
But yeah, I'm sure politics play a very big role at some point in it, but most of it is from
how happy they are.
the packaging. Oh, they're all running up. We're about to rotate them. So they rotate every 5 days. If you haven't seen the rotational grazing videos, go check them out.
They
'cause I
stand
don't
out
wanna
there
waste
with a
everybody's time.
clock and a calendar, like it is day 5 at 7 p.m.
Dan Shadow, if I get a chance to come to Missouri and show you how we used to barbecue, I'm sure it will make a convert out of anyone. You know, let me know. That would be something I'd be interested in seeing. We actually don't eat. We eat a lot of beef. We eat a lot of chicken, and I mean we eat turkey too, and bacon and pork. But most of our food is actually from deer. We eat venison most of the year. I guess we should move them so that they're quieter. Did you already open that?
I turned the water off.
But they are. You want to hold this and I'll do that? This is our automatic watering system. So you've seen our watering system. If you haven't, check out the videos that talk about that. And we've got an automatic water on there, so it's got a float on it, so it'll let water in at a certain point, closes, keep it from overflowing. Very convenient. Dan Shadow, and just subscribe to Fister Farms, so I will go through your playlist later and offer my wit and wisdom to your videos. I really do like. I know sometimes. Well, it's hard to tell the context of a comment, like how they're saying it, if they're just trying to be nice or if they're trying to be a smart aleck or whatever. But I do like all the comments, and if it's something that we've already done, I'll just put in there that yeah, you know, we've done that or we've tried that. But I do like them. Dan, yours aren't too smart alecky. The sadder part was that when we posted, we actually posted the barn in, what was the group? You guys, I think we lost him.